Welcome, gentle viewers, to another cheerful episode of Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants. Today, we visit the Hope Therapeutic Riding Society, a non-profit charitable organization in British Columbia, Canada, which offers those who require extra support the opportunity to ride horses. The Society uses the riding experience, along with associated activities, to promote healing on a physical, emotional, and social level in these individuals with special needs. The Society's co-founder, Lori Thompson, now gives us some background on her group and its benevolent mission.
In 2004, myself and my dearest friend, Annette Pollock, sat down over a cup of coffee, and Annette, by profession, works with special needs children. We both had riding backgrounds, and we both had background working with children, but mine was in sports. And we said, you know what we should really be doing is a therapeutic riding program. Annette had already identified the quality that equine assisted activities can bring to people, but one of the more outstanding things that she insisted that we do is have a program that had inclusion. The majority of therapeutic riding programs are designed and set up for the person with the special needs. And so she would have watched a special needs, let's say, brother go riding while his sister had to sit on the sidelines and watch. So when we set up Hope Therapeutic, we made it inclusive, meaning that a family member or a friend, parent, could also participate on horseback if that's what they chose to do.
Children and adults can come with their families or peers to the Society and engage in a series of activities with the horses that are designed to assist with sensory integration, learning and concentration, balance and posture, eye-hand coordination, and joint mobility. Some therapeutic equestrian activities seek to strengthen weak muscles. There are a variety of horses at the riding grounds who kindly work with people who have different types of medical conditions and needs. Maddie, the horse, is one example.
This horse in particular is a mare, and she's called a Bashkir Curly. These horses are hypoallergenic. So people who have allergies to horses should be very comfortable. She just turned 11 in May.
We asked Ms. Thompson to introduce us to Spanky, a cute Shetland pony.
This little one? Well, we've got some little riders that come, and when they were having to deal with this great big horse, it was frustrating for them because how do they put a saddle way up there? I mean, there's big. So we went and got Spanky the Wonder Pony. He is so sweet and kind and gentle. We have one amazing little girl that comes, and she has no speech. Her fine motor skills don't exist. She loves to ride. So what we do is she has to brush the pony before she can ride the horse. And she is quite capable of doing that now.
There are many amazing facts about horses, of which many of us may not be aware.
Horses, at the start, they were multi-toed animals. And through evolution, their toes grew together to make the hoof wall. But right here and on here and on here and here, she's got a bumpy growth, we'll call it. And it's called a chestnut, which is an old toe. And it doesn't grow anymore, but think of it as your thumb, if you would, that it would be growing out.
Did you know that horses see the world in black and white?
Black and white, shades of gray, yeah, not in color. They have a right brain and a left brain, and they can work independently. They have a very, very long vertebrae that goes from the center of their ears down through here, all across here, right to here, and comes out. Actually, there's a bony feeling structure right here, and that's where her backbone ends, right there. They have elbows and knees, joints like us.
The donkey is also a member of the Equidae or horse family. Willie the donkey makes the children very happy and plays an important role at the Hope Therapeutic Riding Society by providing companionship to the horses.
He's really good with the kids.
Oh yeah.
The children can ride him. But you know what's unique? He's called a Bethlehem donkey. Yes, because of the cross on his back, the stripe down the middle, and then the teardrops down both his shoulders. And donkeys are great protectors. Oftentimes people with sheep and llama will have them in their fields with those animals. They have a very long lifespan. Donkeys, healthy donkeys, 50, easily 50. He should be about 9 now. He's just a kid.
We'll soon return to the Hope Therapeutic Riding Society to meet more of the horses and further learn about how these marvelous four-legged friends help those who need extra support physically and emotionally, thus bringing them both comfort and joy. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants, here on Supreme Master Television. We are visiting the Hope Therapeutic Riding Society in British Columbia, Canada, with co-founder Lori Thompson as our guide. The Society provides therapy to children and adults with special needs through horseback riding. The healing goes beyond just the physical level. The Society says the riders gain self-esteem, emotional self-control and discipline, and see improved interpersonal skills through spending time with horses.
We've got people who come who they just want to be near a horse. Like I mentioned earlier, they just need a very special place that they can go and talk and feel life, but without judgment. And I mean, yes, dogs and cats all serve the purpose so well. But sometimes just a very special connection is made with a horse. I mean, these animals have done us such good service. We had, unbeknownst to me, a friend drop in whose daughter had with her a little friend who was scared to horses. And by the time she left, she was actually in there touching the little pony and having such a good time. And I really have to admire the courage it took that little girl to get over her fear and to trust.
Let's now meet Daisy.
Daisy's a big mare, very tall, and if you don't know how horses are measured, we use it in terms of called hands high. So I'm just going to turn Daisy just a little bit so you get a better point of view of this. Good girl, good girl. This highest bump on Daisy's back is called her withers. And with the other horse, we talked about how their backbone ran through here, and if you noticed, I had gone down here to show you their backbone. There's a set of vertebrae that sit in here called the thoracic vertebrae, and that creates this big hump right here called the wither. So when we measure a horse in hands high, it's an old term because they had no way in history of saying my horse is how big, as tall as I am. Well, how do you tell that to somebody down the road if you don't have that person standing beside them? So hands high, what they would do is put their hands starting on the ground next to the horse and measure them like this.
Oh!
And so if you got 16 overlapping hands and 2 fingers worth, you would say, which she is, she's 16.2, so 6.2 hands high. So Maddie, the other little horse that we saw, she was 15 hands high.
On the Society's website, people can send fan mail to the horses. The Society has even published a free e-book for children so that they may remember their warm and loving experiences with the horses.
We did a coloring book for the children for Hope Therapeutic.
You did?
We had 2 very talented people that were on board at the time. It's great. Well, it's actually on our website. You can download it if you want it. All the characters are there. I'm on this horse and he's there, and the dogs and the cats and everything.
Horses are very intelligent and have an excellent sense of perception.
Pick up things from them and they can pick up things from you.
Sometimes you gotta wonder why they're so caring and kind and considerate. Like I was leading these two, I take them both at the same time home, and I started the big sprinkler. Well, I wasn't paying attention and they both jumped forward. Now I could have been split in half because I was not thinking to let go of them.
Yes.
And they both stopped, you know, so they take good care of me and I take good care of them.
To close, Ms. Thompson summarizes how she feels the Hope Therapeutic Riding Society is warm-heartedly assisting those with special needs.
What we are doing is to improve everybody's quality of life. And in doing so, we use horses. It's a self-esteem boost, the fact that you can actually go and you can select the right brushes and groom that horse and make it look gorgeous and learn how to put on the equipment and do all that work and then be able to reward yourself by finally getting up in the saddle and going for a nice ride. I mean, what an accomplishment. Or you get someone with anger management issues and they learn that it's okay to be quiet and calm and talk to the horse and work out your frustrations. Or fine motor skills. We had a little boy that would come and he didn't even like the touch of a horse. He wore gloves when he first started, and by the time he was through, he was showing his mom and dad what to do and how to do it. And his teachers at school commented that his ownership of what he did was finally kicking in, and he was proud of the work that he did in school rather than being saddened that it wasn't the best of the class. Or, you know, the fact of holding a pencil became a very easy task for him, which was so hard before. And the reason the pencil became easier to hold is because he learned to use his hands on the reins. And the dexterity of doing that would be transferred over into his everyday life. You know, it's amazing. Just little things.
Our deep appreciation goes to Ms. Lori Thompson, the wonderful horses, and all those involved with the running of the Hope Therapeutic Riding Society for truly enhancing the lives of special needs children and adults. May many more individuals benefit in the future from this praiseworthy service to the local community. For more details on the Hope Therapeutic Riding Society, please visit www.hopetherapeuticriding.com. Blessed viewers, it was a pleasure to be with you today for this edition of Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants. Enlightening entertainment is up next, following noteworthy news. May your life be filled with love, happiness, and harmony.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.